Good morning, guys. How are you? I hope everything goes well. For our today's session, we're going to see our third model. Okay, remember this one is our the last model that we have for technical English. So my name is Angela Carzon. Don't forget it. Remember that today we're going to focus on the following topics. So since we were studying like different kind of grammar, the last model, we're going to continue like taking into account these topics, and later we're going to start like seeing when do we use them, some examples according to them. Okay, so here we have a list according to different modal verbs. So the first one is can, second one could, next we have would like, have to, and should. Remember that all of them are referring to a specific use, right? In this regard, we have to take into account that depends of the situation we are talking to or we are referring to, it's better to use like some of them, okay? Or just one of them. It depends according to the contents that you are maybe including the sentence. So here we have condiciones y criterios de evaluación. Tengan muy en cuenta, chicos, el glosario que ustedes deben estar entregando. Ya estamos finalizando el curso, por tanto, el glosario número 4 o 5 es la entrega que ustedes deben ir haciendo. El glosario, como ustedes bien saben, es un trabajo semanal, tenemos 4 entregas, se trabajará 10 palabras por entrega, como ustedes bien conocen. Recuerden que este glosario hace parte de la nota final y es un porcentaje, 5-10%. Una vez ustedes hagan la entrega de los 5 glosarios, se va a calificar esta nota manualmente. ¿Ok? Esta actividad no tiene extensión de plazos, como bien lo sabíamos desde el inicio de nuestro nivel, y las palabras pues están publicadas allí semanalmente en el espacio de boletín de inicio. ¿Ok? So we're going to start talking about modal verbs. So first of all, we're going to start with can, requests, and refusals. Like those words are referring to like different situations that we are facing, like some situations that we really want to ask about something, or maybe that we want to say no to an invitation that someone is offering you or is asking you. But it depends according to the context you are referring to. So in this regard, we have the for requests and refusals of requests. The first example we have is, can I go home now? In this part, you are making a request, right? You can say, yeah, you can go whenever you like, or you can borrow the car today, but you can have it tomorrow. So in the first one, we can see the use of a question. In the second one is a possibility. So you say, okay, you can do it. But in the third one, you're using like a permission, but also a refusal. The permission is, yeah, you can borrow the car today, but you can't have it tomorrow. Remember the pronunciation. Recordemos acá la pronunciación. Para la forma positiva, can. Para la forma negativa, can't. Al final tiene que sonar esa T que hace referencia a una negación. All right? Information. To offer to help someone. We have this modal verb, which is can for an offer. To offer to help someone is referring to when you are in a place, for example, in the information point of a shopping center or any specific place, and you say, can I help you? Can I carry that bag for you? Or maybe with a relative or a friend, you can make different kind of questions referring to like this situation. So, taking into account this part, recuerden que para todos los verbos modales, siempre tenemos que colocar el verbo principal en la forma presente. No lo vamos a conjugar, no vamos a colocar un tú antecediendo a este verbo, sino que directamente va el verbo en su forma base, ¿ok? Para que ustedes lo tengan muy en cuenta. And in this part, we have modal verb can ability. When we talk about abilities, those are referring to some things or some skills we have, yeah, to do something. Maybe, for example, some of us really like swimming. In my case, that is one of my favorite activities. I could say that is one of my hobbies, right? But for example, I'm not good at singing, right? I don't like singing, so maybe just if you do like just for fun, but not like a habit or like a hobby, right? Okay. We use can and can't to talk about ability. Maria can speak 4 languages. In this part, she's able to speak like different idioms, right? But for some people say, oh no, for me it's complicated to speak or to learn another language. It could be French, English, among others. By others say, no, it is pretty easy to do it, but it depends according to your abilities, if you're able to do it or not. In the second point, or in the second sentence, we have, I can't swim, but my sister can, right? Good. Yo no puedo nadar, pero mi hermana sí lo puede hacer. En ese sentido, dentro de este enunciado, vemos el uso de la parte negativa con el can't, is the abbreviation, and can the positive way. ¿Ok? Good. En ese caso no es necesario colocar de nuevo swim porque ya sabemos que nos estamos refiriendo a la misma acción debido a el conector que tenemos acá. Ok. Modal verb can possibility, to say that something is possible or impossible. Learning English can be difficult. You know that that's true. Yes, maybe for some of you, you say, no, for me it's very difficult. I don't know how to start talking about in this language. Yeah, or maybe some others can say, no, it's easy to do it. I just feel comfortable and I enjoy doing it. Children can be very naughty. Children are sometimes very naughty. All right, it's a possibility. It doesn't mean that every single child is naughty, but it could happen. It's still light and can't be bedtime. If you are referring to that it's still light, todavía está iluminado, no es tiempo para ir a cama, is because you are, for example, here in Colombia, you know that the afternoon ends around 6 p.m. or something like that. But maybe in other parts of the world, when it's summer, the schedule according to the hours in when you can see the light or not is kind of different. So maybe like this sentence is according to this context, okay? Is it still light? It can't be bedtime. Good. Questions. Now we're going to see the part according to it. Questions, could, ability, past. Okay. En referencia al verbo modal can, entonces ya vimos que lo utilizamos para diferentes situaciones. Ahora vamos a ver el uso del could. Recordemos que el could también hace referencia a ciertas habilidades, pero no de nuestro presente, sino del pasado. Podemos hablar de nuestra infancia o de otros periodos de nuestra vida en los que nosotros queramos de alguna manera pues, hacer notar ciertas actividades en las que éramos buenos o en las que no. Yeah, it could be like both of them. So we use could or and couldn't as the past tense of can or can't. To talk about ability, I could run very fast when I was younger. It means that you were able to do it, yeah, but maybe nowadays for you is difficult, or maybe you don't like it. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, but in this part, as you can see, so this stage of life is referring to the youth. So number two, she couldn't get a job anywhere. It means that this person is not or wasn't able to do it. Maybe because she was too younger, or maybe because she wasn't studied the area she was required to start working with, something like that. Okay. Next part, polite request or polite offer. To make a polite request, could I go now, please? Could you lend me a dictionary, please? Este tipo de enunciados también los podemos nosotros utilizar con el can. ¿Cuál es la diferencia? El could hace referencia a un tipo de permiso que hacemos mucho más cortés, de forma formal, ¿ok? And to make a polite offer, could I give you a lift? I could carry that for you. Es un ofrecimiento que hacemos, pero de manera mucho más formal, ¿ok? Entonces, esos tenemos que son los dos tipos de usos en relación con could. Would and would not, or wouldn't. Would, wouldn't, subject, verb, and complement. This one is the grammar part according to the questions, and the second part it's about positive statements. We can use it in positive, negative sentences and questions. I would like to stay home today. She would like to buy a new car. Would you like to go to the cinema? Would you like to eat an apple? He wouldn't like to come with us, and Mary wouldn't like to watch that movie. Como ustedes bien pueden acá visualizar esos ejemplos, este would like, cuando lo utilizamos como verbo modal que hace referencia, me gustaría, ¿m? Siempre va a ir seguido por el to y el verbo que le sigue en infinitivo o en la forma base, es decir, en presente. En ese sentido, I would like today is referring to something that you really want to do maybe in the future, maybe later, yeah, but it's not something that you are doing at the moment. You are just expressing a wish that you have. Estamos expresando acá un tipo de deseo que tenemos en referencia a algo. For example, she would like to buy a new car. Ella quiere comprar un carro nuevo. And son of them. En la pregunta, entonces vamos a colocar el would al inicio, luego el sujeto, you, for example, or we can change by she, he, so on. Later we have like to, later go or eat, depends of the verb we wanna refer to, and the complement and the question mark. Okay? El caso de la forma negativa tenemos he wouldn't, Marty wouldn't, and so on. If you have any question, you can make them. I'm going to go back to see any one of you is connected, and I really hope so, but not yet. All right. So we're going to continue with this part, and let's see. Have to. So this have to is another modal verb. When we use it, like we have different uses, but the most common use of this modal verb is referring to an obligation. This obligation is referring to like different scenarios because as we can see, for example, we have some rules at home, we have other rules at work, in different places. Even if we are traveling, we have to accomplish with some rules as well. So for the first one, have to or has to are those, both of them are referring to an obligation. It's an external one. I have to pay my house. In this part, we can say that this specific sentence, right, is referring to an action that you have to do. For example, if you are paying your credit, from your credit cards, from your car, from your house, you are expressing like an obligation, right? I have to pay my house, I have to pay my car, I have to pay my bills and so on. Don't have to or doesn't have to, no obligation. You don't have to come if you don't want. Como no estamos expresando un tipo de enunciado que hace referencia a que no tenemos la obligación de hacer ciertos tipos de acciones, en este caso como tú no tienes que venir si no quieres, debemos tener en cuenta que ese have to debe ir precedido por el auxiliar don't or doesn't, dependiendo del sujeto que tengamos. Para ello, es importante recordar que este have to lo estamos expresando en presente simple. Si nosotros hacemos referencia a nuestro pasado, decimos que yo no tenía que lavar los platos, por ejemplo, vamos a utilizar el auxiliar que hace referencia a ese pasado simple que sería el did. Yo diría, I didn't have to wash. So wash dishes, for example. And do I have to? Does he have to? In this part, according to these questions, we have two examples. These, like those, are referring to present, simple present, but we can make them in simple past. For instance, preguntar, obligación. Do I have to go? Cuando estamos, do I have to do this homework for tomorrow? Do I have to take the test? And so on. Entonces recordemos, acá como ustedes lo pueden ver, tenemos primera persona con el have to, tercera persona con el has, he has to, recordemos que el she has to también, or it has to. Should examples Spanish. Okay. We are going to continue with this modal verb, which is should. When do we use it? Just to advise about something. Cuando utilizamos el should, cuando nosotros estamos expresando un consejo frente a alguna situación. Tú deberías hacer tal cosa, o yo debería, él debería, right? Okay. Here we have the positive way, the negative, and the question. Examples. I should get up early, right? Yo debería levantarme temprano. En este caso, entonces, a partir de una situación que nos da, vamos a dar cierto tipo de consejos. En la segunda tenemos, you should sleep 7 hours. The next one, he should eat more vegetables. Negative, I shouldn't go to bed late. You shouldn't eat chocolate. And he shouldn't drink coffee. Should I go to the gym? Should you drink more water? Should he do sports? All of those examples are referring to the use of should like in different ways, right? But remember that the idea basically for this topic is to start giving some pieces of advice according to some situations. Okay, then we have the instructions manual. Right here, this one that is going to be the first activity. Antes de pasar a la explicación de esta primera actividad, de nuevo, voy a devolverme para saber si alguno de ustedes se ha conectado. Si tienen alguna pregunta, no duden en hacerlo en ese momento. Es importante aclarar todas las dudas que se tengan, dado que este tema hace parte como tal de las actividades que ustedes deben entregar dentro de este tercer módulo. Since any one of you is connected, we're going to continue. So here, then we have instructions manual. This one is going to be the activity that you have to send it. So from August 1st, right, from 8 a.m. until the August 8th, so you're going to be available to submit the activity. So what are the objectives according to this? To create a company instructions manual, to correctly use modal verb sentences to create the manual, and to correctly use technical vocabulary according to the context. What do you have to do? ¿Qué tienen que hacer? Entonces, en este caso, como ustedes ven, tenemos el uso del verbo modal have to. To create an instructions manual that says what can and can't could you do if an occupational accident happens in your company. Ustedes van a ubicarse en la siguiente situación. Entonces, ¿qué podrían hacer si un accidente laboral ocurre en la compañía o en el lugar de trabajo? Entonces, para ello van a crear un manual de instrucciones utilizando los verbos modales. ¿Cuántas preguntas, cuántas oraciones van a ser? 10, ¿ok? You should include at least 10 sentences, por lo menos 10 enunciados. Using modal verbs, please check the material de estudio folder for this model. Recuerde que ustedes pueden hacer uso del material de estudio donde hay una explicación detallada de cada uno de estos verbos modales. Sin embargo, también pueden tener en cuenta los ejemplos que vimos anteriormente en relación al uso y ya más detallado dentro de un contexto delimitado. What do you have to send? ¿Qué tienen que enviar? You should present the instructions manual in a poster created in a blog. Entonces recuerden que ustedes deben crear un manual de instrucciones, por lo menos con 10 enunciados, que hagan referencia a los verbos modales y este póster lo van a publicar en un blog. Entonces se va a tener en cuenta para la calificación de esa actividad el uso de la herramienta que sea un blog con las instrucciones anteriormente mencionadas. Ujú. Junto con el uso del lenguaje, si ustedes están utilizando dichos enunciados correctamente con el tema gramatical explicado, la coherencia entre el contexto y las imágenes que van a agregar allí. La idea es que por cada uno de los enunciados también agreguen una imagen relacionada pues, a la temática correspondiente. ¿Ok? Tal vez puede surgir una pregunta en relación con el tipo de trabajo que ustedes tienen. Entonces, dependiendo de la labor que ustedes tengan en ese momento, van a relacionar dichos enunciados a este contexto. ¿Ok? So, guys, this is the presentation. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, don't forget to send an email to me. You can do it, and I'm going to answer as soon as possible. Have a great day, and we're going to meet later. Recuerden, chicos, pues hacer la entrega del rosario de esta actividad. Posteriormente tenemos la apertura del final test, que va a ser a la semana siguiente, es decir, del 8 al 15 de agosto, para que ustedes lo tengan muy en cuenta, ¿ok? So we're going to see you later. Bye bye and have a great day.